Alright, so we're going to take a look here at problems that involve negative exponents in fractions. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this first problem here. We see that in the denominator there are some fractions that have some negatives in them, and we know that we can't have negative exponents, so we're going to have to eventually get rid of those. But the first thing that I want to do here is go ahead and reduce our fraction. So the 2 over the negative 6, let's reduce that, and let's make that 1, and this is going to be a negative 3. So we're reducing that. And then what I want to do is the exponents that are negative, I want to change their position in the fraction so that they can become positive. So let's rewrite what we have here. We're going to put an equal sign because this is our next step of work. We have 1 over negative 3. The x to the negative 4th, I'm going to bring it up top. And when I do that, it becomes positive, which is what I want. I already have a y to the 6th up here. And I'm also going to bring up that y to the 1st so that it can become positive. Alright. Now for our last step, since I have multiple y's in the numerator, I'm going to go ahead and add the exponents, because upstairs here, really what I'm doing is multiplying those y's together now. And when you multiply, you add exponents. So our final answer is going to be 1 x to the 4th y to the 7th over negative 3. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could write this as x to the 4th y to the 7th over negative 3. I don't need to write the 1 that's in front here. I can, but I don't have to. Alright, let's go and take a look at another one. Same idea. I'm going to reduce, so I'm going to make this 1 over 4. There's a negative sign there. And then I notice that I have some negative exponents, so we're going to have to change their position in the fraction to make them positive. So this negative sign, I can put it wherever I want. I can put it upstairs or downstairs. So I'm going to put it upstairs with the 1. So I have negative 1 over 4. X to the 8th stays put. Now the y's, this is interesting. This is different than the first problem. The y's that are negative downstairs come upstairs so that they become positive. And the y's that are upstairs have to go downstairs to become positive. Okay? Now, since we have y's in the numerator and denominator, this is different than the first problem where they were both upstairs and we added. Here, since it's a division problem, we're going to subtract. So we have 14 take away 11, and that ends up being 3. So let's write our answer now. We have negative 1 x to the 8th y to the 3rd all over 4. We subtracted the exponents on the y's. Okay, so I'm going to clear this off here. If you need to go back and look at it, you can. And let's do another problem or two here. So let's see. Alright, so same idea. I have a fraction that I'm starting out with. I want to reduce. So I can divide by 2, and that becomes a 3, and this becomes a 4. And I'm going to say equals, because this is my next line of work. The negative out in front, I can put that where I'd like. I'm going to put it upstairs. So I have negative 3 over 4. It's hard to write with this pen. Alright, the x to the negative 9th, that has to come downstairs. But we already have an x to the 14th down there, so we're going to put x to the 9th right next to it. The y's are already positive exponents, so they stay put. Alright, so now I have to take a look and see what I need to do here. The x's, since they're at the same level, I'm going to add those exponents. Hold on one second. I'm making a video here. Okay, so we have negative 3 over 4. The x's, I'm going to add those exponents because they're in the same level. So we have 14 and 9 is 23. And the y's, since they're on different levels in the fraction, I'm going to subtract them because that's division. 15 take away 3 is 12. And since 15 is larger and it's downstairs, that's where my y to the 12th ends up. So that, my friends, negative 3 over 4x to the 23rd, y to the 12th is the final answer. Alright, let's do this one last problem here. For the fraction, I can't really reduce it. Remember, there's a 1 right here.
Mr. Falvo, please call the main office. Thank you.
Uh-oh, he better do that. Alright, so we have an equal sign. We have... I'm going to just make this negative 3. 3 over negative 1 is negative 3, so I can do that. The x's are both have negative exponents, so they're going to switch. The one downstairs comes up, and the one upstairs comes down. Seems kind of weird, but then they become positive, and the y's stay put. Alright, so the negative 3 stays. These x's actually cancel each other out. You subtract them, they cancel out. So the only thing we have left is the y squared downstairs. So our final answer for this problem is negative 3 over y squared.